This poster is about my master project. I titled it What the F0980 because it is centered around this specific particle. So what is the F0980? Well, there are hadrons that are composed of quarks such as your typical proton and neutron. And the F0980 is one of them, but it is kind of different because we don't know the internal structure of this particle yet. We detect basically a resonance that tells us it has this mass, and then we can also extract from experimental data their quantum numbers. What we also know is it has kind of a strange array of decay modes that may indicate a different internal structure. Usually, these kind of particles are considered QQ-bar states. That meaning a quark and an antiquark. Could also be a tetraquark, a QQ-bar molecule. Then, if you want to go a bit weirder and more into it, they could also mix. I tried to find information on the form factors. What are the form factors? They're basically functions that theoretically enter the calculation of observables. So if we take a look at the Feynman diagram, what we see is the quark level structure of the transition, but then after the transition, the particle hadronizes into many different things, and one of them could be the F0980, and the form factors described how that happens. So from the form factors, we can maybe extract information about the structure of the F0980. The idea is to try to reverse the process. I center in this specific decay. It is a rare decay that includes the F0980, but only the F0980 as far as hadrons are concerned. The important thing is I consider different form factor models theoretically. They all consider the state to be a QQ bar, so the simplest. What is important is they are very differentiated. They do give different results, and all of these uncertainty bars we see are only a consequence basically of the form factors. Other parameters are not really influencing this error that much. This is good because if we get a measurement of this decay and we can actually try to match the theoretical predictions with the experimental data, we will probably be able to extract information about the form factors. And what we see is the different models predict different values. So if we get an experimental result, we can maybe discard some of the models, or even if we get a result that is completely outside of this range, we might even discard the QQ-bar state idea completely. And it is very promising. This decay does not have experimental data right now because the F0 is a bit hard to reconstruct. But if we get a result, we could probably extract the form factors and then go all the way back up, try to infer something about its internal structure.